What's up, live, baby? It's your boy MB, man. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? What's up? What's up, Kenny? Look what Jalen did, man. Look what Jalen did, man. You see that, man? Now watch this. Watch this, boy, right here. Watch this. So quiet. Ooh, I can't eat right now, baby. How y'all do live? I don't know. Looking so good. I ain't gonna do them 30 minutes. What's up? Peace and blessings to you, my brother. What happened to the free air test? The BL I know went off in the video, and the video was taken. I took the video down OKC because I put the wrong intro on. I put an old intro. I got a B2 audio intro, so it's back up now. It should be back up. Let me make sure. Yeah, it should be back up now. Back up. And you can see it free air right here. Sad basket quiet, ain't it? Cup of noodles. What's up, MB? That brand, boy, got a big booty on it. They got to do a little trick to get it inside the box. I'm going to show y'all that because the motor is right at the same size as the cutout. Yeah, for real. It's right there. It's a little trick that you got to do to get the speaker wire and the motor to go through the basket and still leave you a lot of meat for the actual subwoofer. So what you're doing, you actually cut out the motor. It lines straight up. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have to show y'all what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's beefy, man. It is beefy. Yeah, it's a beefy, man. It's keep quiet. What I got a power bar right now is a Falls Gate 12.1 at 1 ohm. And I'm using no epicenter. Keep moving the thing. Oh, y'all want to see something that's real nice? You want to see something real nice? If y'all look closely, you'll see those of you who are watching. Yeah, it's a paperclip, boy. Putting that video up there with it tomorrow, too. Yeah, you see that? I think that's Jay. That must be Jay's customary trademark to make sure that you got a very big power magnetic field that leaks over. It is a paperclip game. The baby old boys, wait TDJ said, keep it up, you'll be gone. How about that? You can go look for them. That's your one. Baby oil, very next. What does TD mess with? Does TD mess with them clay? That's your two. You got one more. Come on. Come on, you don't care. Show how tough you is on the keyboard. Don't say something that's slick. I know what's going on with you. What's going on. We say, come on, man. Come on. We got one more. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Say FMB, man. You don't mean you don't say nothing I don't like. Your channel no way. Make sure you put all that in there. Cause you finna put up with something. And I'm gonna boot you. So I ain't got to sit and listen to negativity, man. Slavery over. Slavery over. I ain't got to talk to you. Don't let Trump get in there tricky. Come on with your comment. Say what you got to say, Nick. You sure gonna be out there. Make sure. Yeah, there it is right there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby little boys. Any more audio questions? Because he's making sure he type of a loan missing. I ain't even gonna read it. I just want, as soon as I hear the first disrespectful thing, I'm gonna give you the boot. That way you ain't got to worry about looking at this black boy ever again. We don't care no way though, right? Yeah, you ain't got nothing better to do till time than watch me. I don't watch people I don't like. Any more cardio questions, man? Cause I knew that was gonna come from that video I put up there earlier. Every now and then, I like throw a rock so they can holler I can get on out of here. Get on up out of here. You say something? You say something? Oh, you ain't saying nothing. Get you out of here. You say something? Oh, you ain't saying nothing. Let me get you out of here. How y'all like that, man? Look how quiet that boy is, though. So, how long did it take to break in the DC Audio M4A? The truth, Sadiq, man, I never did fully break it in. So it probably could get more stellar performance. It is a very, very stiff drive. I never did fully break that one in. I'm still trying to work on getting my DD25 weight broke in. But then these boys here drop. So gonna take the 25 weight back out. Because I'm anxious to see just how it sounds, man. How much more output do we get? How much more output do we get? That is a crazy motor for the 6.5. If I had to say there's one thing that it need to be changed with on this 6.5 inch driver, it would have to be. I think he should have made the basket a little bit better. Straight up, I think he should have went to a 6.5 inch basket. The way everybody now is trying to do triplet sizing, like DD does with his woofers, I believe he should have took this one to 6.5. And as he get his money up, I'm pretty sure he will. But I think that because the motor is the exact same size in the basket. There's a trick that you're gonna have to do to get the motor and the speaker wire inside and still have meat enough to screw down. I'm going to show that to y'all how to do it. Oh, this is the question I was asking. How long does it take to break in a DD-M48? I didn't really fully break it in, but depending on how much your playing time is, it's 45 minutes work and hour and a half, almost twice that back home. And you know, I just really can't tell you. There's no like certain date, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What if you listening to him for 24, 48 hours straight? Moderate listening level. It's going to do that all day. It's going to break in. What if you listen to it for just to commute to and from work as much power as you can handle, which would probably be about 135, 138. And you're going to back down so you get a headache. It can take some months. So break-in time is going to be dictated by how long you actually play. Let's see, go up here. What's the next question? Mr. MB, any enclosure recommended for a single 12-inch American base king? Yeah, recommend what the manufacturer say. If you're going to use less rated power, make the box slightly bigger. If you're going to try to clamp and actually clamp 2.5 pounds more power than what it's rated, make it smaller. That's about it. Does break-in prolong the lifespan of the subwoofer? No, playing the woofer within rated power, not clipping it, prolongs the lifespan of the subwoofer. Subwoofer should last forever, man. I mean, you should get some fatigue, maybe some spider sag, depending on what performance level, what brand you go with. Some like the DDE, the B2R, the ones I carry, the woofer lasts forever, man, if you ain't clipping it. If you're playing within and the enclosure is right, break-in time doesn't end the lifespan of a driver. Clipping it, it's going to shorten the lifespan. I said the same thing. Why how MB do that? The BT audio private video, swim behind the scenes, lab type. You said why? I did it because it's my channel. Why not do it? Why not? I ain't scared of nobody. Nobody don't intimidate me. That's for them people that, hey, that thing moving. This thing is vibrating the subwoofer way. That's for people that get intimidated and I guess the way they call it, cyberbullying. You ain't do that to me. You ain't did nothing to me. It's America last time I checked. Yeah. What's your take on Rampage, for Rampage 8 version 2? In a fourth, I ain't got no take on that. I ain't got no opinion on fourth. I don't even deal with them. And a fourth MK that you sent in a fourth on that 5K 4F only that you sent to I'm going to use 10-inch port on a 5Q. I don't know nothing about ports. I don't like port orders. Bandwidth too limited for me. I would take my peaky port. My thoughts. So I ain't got no comments on what the fourth will do. Not particularly fascinated with him, Ken. No sub. Take too much room. So you say it's going in the Draco. Does does the Beast electrical supports it? Oh yeah, yeah. You know the Beast was a work truck, man. Yeah, the Beast, 320 amp alternator. I already, the Beast is made. I had that truck spec'd out, so my truck was built from ground up. I had to wait 6 months for it. Besides the serious tow package, the stuff they talking about today that they getting to, I said my Beast spec'd out, man. I got 4 gear in that joker, man. It was over there pull. I've been pulling 36, 38,000. I could put a 20, 18,000. My electrical is strong enough to pull 18 to support 18K tow winch. So I'm stout. Yeah, it can support it. In actuality, I can run a 5,000 watt amp. I don't know how long you've been watching Mr. OKC, but I used to have two 2500s inside my vehicle. Or one on each 8, but I was running the 8 at 2 ohms. And then people was trying to put 2 8s on 5K, and I was like, man, I'm not saying about that. So I went down to 2,500 watts. I can easily support 2,500 watts. Easily. So that's part of your question. Switching amps, don't you have a DDM 2500? Yeah, I got a DD 2500 and a Mega Cab. My truck is actually closer to a 4500 than a 35 because I had it spec'd out. I can pull. That's why I don't do all the lifting, making my truck a parking lot, for instance. My truck's strong, man. So he was stronger now down the lead. He can pull. I ain't got no 14. I got 4. Big. I ain't nothing my truck ain't. Nothing. Ain't nothing that's made for a class 6. These people impressed when they forwards pulling them campers and all that stuff. I can look at the axle and say, man, you ain't got number 7,000 pound axle. Sometimes I got 10, somebody got 12. 24,000 pounds, my truck pull ain't nothing. And my electrical, it's building an ambulance frame. Yeah, it's made to do work. So my electrical is very, very stout, brother. Very, very stout. Okay, let's go on up here. Oh, you in here. What makes a high output box high output? What makes a box high output is basically the port area. Okay, when you increase that port area, you're going to get a lot of output and more musical loudness. Some people, and that's what a lot of y'all get y'all information from, y'all listen to people that do SPL scores. So when they do SPL scores, they make the box small. They might make the port small to focus out of period and focus a lot of pressure at the expense of musicality. So high output sometimes could be increasing the box volume 10 to 15% and increasing the port area so that you get a lot of the air being impacted from the port. And that's what a port design. The horn design is already high output by its just very nature being a horn. It's high output. I hope that answers your question. Port area. I said, oh no, I got to get in on MB2 free content. How much the video cost? PCG membership only. Ain't no expensive content. Ain't no expensive content. I don't do that. Man, that's the way for us creators to make more money. I don't do that. You can see what everybody see right here. I don't do all that stuff, man. Do you think there would be a difference between rear firing subs in an SUV versus firing up? There's the difference as far as power on the meter. I think they said firing up and port back is the loudest. Maybe because of the ports firing and hitting a loading wall and then bouncing back over and meeting the cones moving up. I can see how that can contribute to more pressure than when if you just had both subs and the port firing in one direction with no more reinforcement. So sub up, port back is particularly being the loudest, but it probably changes from one person to the next. Here, person on this channel, I just ask you, man, how does it sound to you? It's your system. You paid for it. That should be the ultimate person who decides. as far as alignments, how to run a particular subs and what application, what app is required. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been doing this for 30 minutes before I even got on the chest. Been doing this because I'm not gonna run them on a 5K. I'm taking time. I might let this sit there and do like this for another 2, 3 hours. I did the one that's already sitting next to it, and it still ain't got broken. Okay. The power in this new F-150 inconsistent. Usually I'm in with my system, sometimes it's suspect. I plan on starting with the big 3 inch power D400. That's good. The D4800 is legendary. It will power a daily system for the average user, in my opinion. A lot of y'all know ain't checking in because I got there over there watching the free air test. I'm going live and I did a free air test with that sub right there. But you can watch it do the same test roughly right here. The one that was bullying up on the other sub the other day was the one sitting down on the bottom. Y'all just not getting there, but I'm gonna show y'all the video. He is a paperclip game, boy. Let y'all see that. He is a yeah. That has to be my boy Jay Staple to make sure he keeps the magnetic field so big and large that it leaks out. The winter time, especially if you live in the northern versus the cold stiffness, your stuff also don't play for subs for a week or a few days. And it's almost like breaking in warming up suspension to soften. That probably has something to do with the bass, more so the suspension. Because the electrical field, it's has something to the bass probably in which is the measure of the pressure. How much air is going to be impacted by the driver as it moves. The same bass is compliance and suspension. Bass. The volume of air that has the same stiffness as the suspension. Boom. Now that's going to change based on your barometric pressure where you are in the country. And yes, the weather might affect that. It might affect that. I think you should just use common sense and realize if your system was sounding and you know everything's right, let's go right in the box right. It's been set correctly with a SD or multimeter. And you go to apply a lot of power and it just doesn't sound as good as it sounds on the low power and all the little back values are checked off, the problem mean needs to break in. I mean it's pretty much like common sense. Give us some more time. That's what that typically means. Trying to help you out, Sadiq, that's all. I wonder what DBs these were registered in the 5th gen RAM. The reason why I put your question up there is I just want to ask one question. Are you in Frederick, are you in for it for the DBs or are you in for it to see if it sounds good? I mean it's obvious. I'm pretty sure some people gonna get it and just chase DBs. But I think a lot of y'all base y'all system just on how loud it is and never actually listen to the subwoofer. And I think that's the biggest injustice in cardio. That's all y'all concerned with. The DB score. Not if it sounds good or not. And I understand where it came from because y'all were giving that from that company that sold what version they on now? Version 7, and it sold some people two different versions, two different models. They on version 7 and 1. They sold some people the same sub 7 times. Same basket, same round. Now no and from the first version to the 7th version, ain't nobody twice louder than what they previously had. The seventh version is not even twice as loud on the same power as the first version. So I'm like, what are we doing here? And so since y'all get information from people like that, then you listen to SPL competitors trying to tell you what sounds good. And that ain't what this channel's about, right? That's why they hate on kicker. It don't get louder. They don't chase these DB. Yeah, but you get two kicking CVRs, two bigger comp C's if your money ain't there, two kicking CVXs, 12s. I'm talking about 12s here. And them jokers sound real good in the box. And quite loud. I mean, anything over 120 dB is damaging hearing. 130 gonna get you a sound ordinance ticket in most states in the United States. And 135 people hear you before they see you. These are facts. These are facts, man. So you come here to get the truth, fact not fiction, because most of y'all the greater majority of y'all are not competing. So why are you taking advice from people who their focus is chasing numbers and your focus is just listening to your music to and from work? Which is where I come in. Yeah. Jay, appreciate it, brother. I plan to purchase a pair of B2R Ride 12s from you. If you're gonna get the box and have me build a box as well, didn't know you do it, if you do subs up or port back, or if not, I won't make any difference. All depends on the application, and like I said, if you're metering subs up, port back, might be what you into, but for that's supposed to be the best alignment. Who knows? Every vehicle is different. But if you just want it to sound good, I'm definitely gonna say subs up, port back for the reason that I said. The port's gonna hit a loading surface. The wave's gonna bounce over the top of the box and get reinforced by the cones, adding to that effect and bouncing it some more. So that's what I would do in the SUV. Always be subs up, port back. I mean, the premise of the Draco is subs up, port up, subs to the side, reinforcement. You know, when is it safe to increase box size? When you have the room, and if the woofer can handle it, and if you're underpowering it, you know, if you're underpowering it, and you're not getting to full power, maybe you're only getting half the power. Increasing the box size will help you get a little bit more output since you're underpowering it. That's when it's one of the reasons when it's safe. And if you have the room, it's safe for sure. Yeah. Okay. Do kickers need polyfill? If your box is on the size, people use polyfill. Sometimes people use polyfill. No, let me clarify that. Sometimes people use polyfill the boxes on the sides to slow down the back wave, which is in effect tricking the woofer to thickness in the bigger box. Problem with that, heat builds up. You put too much in there. You're already in a sealed box. The second thing is some people put polyfill in there just a little bit, like in sealed boxes, just a little bit, not to make the woofer think, not to slow the back wave down, but just we're not to make the woofer think it's in a bigger box, but more so to soften and make the box, make it a little bit deeper, soften out some of the resonance, the ringiness. But does kicker need polyfill? I'm trying to be loud and sound good. Part of the reason I go to DC Audio, I got focus in my doors. I like DC. I see DC Audio too, man. Great subs, great subs, great subs. One of my, in fact, the M48 is a king, so I like DC Audio as well. That company financing, they customers dry. Oh yeah, they doing it real good. Man, what happened to the dude that was on strike number 2? I know I ain't pointing him out. I know you gotta be in that feed, man. I know you ain't, man. You ain't let him be, man. You ain't let me call your bluff. You had to say something, baby old boy. Yeah. Well, you call me TDJ. You got to say something. I'm gonna let. Come on, man. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget. So I'm just waiting for your next time. I'm not gonna be in your next time. I'm gonna be your third time. Come on, man. Don't be scared. Go and say what you gotta say. Let me read about half of it before I ban you. And then you can go right over there to social media and tell them what you did. And all y'all sit around, yay, yay, ooh yeah, man, you bad. Ooh, we. You told him, yeah. Oh, you see the link, don't you? All I want to see, like you see the companies I carry, look at it. Really look at it. I want y'all to show something. Remember I told y'all last live, DB Drive. We went to the DB Drive website. You know them people that went and bought Pop Toy Blastics for the G2, the G5, and the G3. Sound like somebody listening to MB See, we ain't gonna keep using the same basket saying it's doing different things. The G2 and the G5 had the same basket. I like the G5 basket. But it was an open source basket. So you right, MB, we finna get out of that. Here this quarter, the G7 baskets are real. Now they done went so far as to buy baskets for the entire G3 line, the entire G5 line, and the entire G2 line. And they bought toy tray basket already for the first one they got the way was the GO and the G1. They went so now DB Drive entire line is part toy basket with their own software. I told you I bring you stuff that y'all ain't paying attention to. You gotta get on social media, man. You gotta get all this way on. There's a lot more other stuff out there that will get with you and that y'all can compete with. When you come here, man, we don't do what everybody else do. We do what we want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But here right now, what is it, man? Right now, it can never be too loud. I love DC audio stuff, and they can play in small and relatively small boxes for their size. He switches it up from time to time. Rusty, what's up, Rusty? If you in the feed, man, can't wait to get my box for my 9510. I got you, homie. That's right. You paid recently. It ain't gonna be. You say you gave me some big dimensions too. I was like, man, the box ain't gonna be that big. Now you always when you get a subwoofer, look to see what the manufacturer says you can play in. The largest box you can be 10 to 15 size, 10 to 15% bigger. So in the 1.5, I might be able to go to 1.75, give my output based on how much power you're running. You don't want to go under too much. If it's 1Q, what think it's 1.25, maybe 1.15. After that, you're gonna start heating up that core in the ported box, right? Definitely in a sealed box. But the space you gave me, oh, but they getting out there now. See how quiet that boy is? Ain't nobody complaining, man. If the wolf is playing, and y'all can still hear me talking good. That's that soft technology. SAF technology, man. Smooth airflow. Something he call it. How many watts can I add? 750 watts. Kick a solar bear L7S without blowing the subwoofer. Are you actually getting 750 watts to it? I mean, what amp do you have to it? Subwoofers can take far more power than what they rated, especially if it's clean power. Is your power clean? Have you oscilloscope and clamp and seeing what your amplifiers are actually doing before you say the subwoofer is failing? Is your power clean? Because woofers on average can take significantly amount of more power, clean power, than they can take more clean power for a lot longer than you can listen to it at that power if it's commensurate to the cone. And ask yourself, is your power clean? Don't just go by what the amp say. Have you set it correctly so that you know your power is clean? Because if I say you got on a 750 watt amp, you ain't getting 750 watts gonna make it to it. Research read up on it, you not. I got a DDM 2500 inside my vehicle. I'm not getting 1250 watts each one of them subs. Not after impedance loss and box rise, because you can't get away from box rise. You can limit it, but you ain't gonna get away with it. You are going to rise. The very movement of the woofer itself gonna cause it to rise. And then what kind of amp do you have? Do you have an amp that fights? So it starts to deliver power based on the feedback that it's getting. All these fighters gotta be asked before you say how many more watts. I'm just pull a number out of my behind. I don't do that. I'm gonna give you something to think about. How do you know you can get 750 to it? There's a way to tell about the SMD device. It's good for that. Tell you how much power is actually making it to the subwoofer. Yeah. Try that out. Are you asked about the fourth order to make loads with profound? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I just don't have a lot. I can't answer your question. I don't have a lot of opinion about fourth order. I don't run them. Box too big. Yeah, I remember, Kenneth. I'm in the business of selling boxes to people who don't have no kind of, they just want 212s on the seat. I mean, 212s in the back, the trunk, a couple of 8s up on the seat enclosure. There's no sense in me talking about fourth order. I'm trying to get something for everybody. Then some people don't want to. That's a really limited. I couldn't take care of myself talking about fourth order. Them insanely large boxes. I don't build them, don't ship them. So I don't really have no thoughts and in depth about them. That's one of the things where people, man, how you had that much success? I build what most people looking for. Truck boxes and a box to put inside their trunk and still have space left over. Success, because that's the majority of cardio. I don't really try to get into niches because niches ain't profitable for me, brother. Just being real with you. Talking about fourth order, that ain't for me. Thank you for that for the channel, though, Kenneth. You paid for that. What about 3M or sound deadening inside a porta box and be pros and cons? I ain't never did that. I do have a hard coating that I get from Zip. I ain't never put no sound deadening inside a box to see if it what it does. I've sprayed like a coating because wood is porous. So I can seal the wood, like wood seal, you can put that in there. Some people say, have you ever resin the inside? Nah. Why? Tedious. Straight up, what's shit tedious? I was thinking all that necessary for what? Because most people that do that, they trying to chase tenths of dB. I ain't doing that. I just, if it sounds good, ain't no sense to be, man, it can be, I don't care nothing about that louder and all that. This way, I already know there's plenty of things I could do to get way past 140 inside my vehicle. I have no interest in it. I like to listen to my music. As long as it sounds good, listen to my music. And I can take it to 140 on music. Pretty much all I'm concerned with. And selling it to other people, the same thing they hear. Everything you hear, I can sell it to you. MB, is a horn loading enclosure best for punchy and musical bass response with a single 12-inch sub with a 47 hertz factory FS? A horn enclosure just works by projecting sound, bro. That's the best way I can explain it to you. Is it punchy? Yes. Some people say it's very dynamic. So that might answer your question. It's very encompassing. It's very smooth, very aggressive. Seems like it's everywhere, dynamic. Maybe that answers your question, but it's just depending on, you can make it punchy. All the subwoofer needs to be made punchy for you to tune it out. That's punchy. The woofer is moving more. So if you tune it high, it's gonna be punchy. If you tune it low, it's gonna be what I like. I like rolling bass. I don't listen to punchy that much. So a 30, 35 tune best for me. If I go any higher than that, it's punchy, but then I lose my lows. I like my resonation. So it depends on where you tune it at, what it does. I can make a subwoofer do anything I want to do. I want people to ask, do you got favorite? Now I build boxes. I got the ones I like. I know I can do this with you. But anything you pick from that king title I done gave out. But I build boxes. I can make anything sound good to the performance level. I done proved that. I done made box subs, small subs sound good on this channel. I can make anything sound good. Make a scar sub sound good. How much should I spend on a 250 amp ARC? That's the kind of question I don't like, my brother. I love you, but that's a crazy name. Who got a juicy box? Boy, that's a what? Boy, you need to change that name, man. You know you need to change that name, man. That's not a good name for your face up there, juicy box, man. You know you're playing. Boy, you need to change that name, man. That ain't. Don't swing over your city, man, but you need to change that YouTube name, man. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna take it back. Anyway, let me ask you a question. How much you spend? I can't tell you how much. I can't tell you what somebody gonna charge for their work, bro. That's one thing I don't do on the channel. How much should you spend? You should spend whatever the person say he going to charge that you trust to build the alternate amp that you want. We don't do that here. Like I don't tell people, man, he J Audio charging too much for their sub. How I'm gonna do that? You ain't building, you don't know what's going into. I don't do that. To me, that's the hater mentality. I can't tell somebody what to charge for what they think they. If they think they 250 amp alternator is worth $1,000, and you agree with them, pay them $1,000. And I say this. Levi jeans made out of cotton. True religion jeans made out of cotton. True religion jeans go up $3,000. You can buy Levi's at Walmart for $39. They both made out of cotton. So I can't tell you what somebody charge for their product. I got Levi's and I got some Trues. They both made out of cotton. How much you think? Do you value the True Religion more than Levi's? I use my Levi's to work in. I use my True Religion to go out in. They both made out of cotton. I ain't gonna give you nothing but the truth here, homie. You trying to save a bit? How much is it worth to you? And do you believe this person can give you 250 amps at idle? And then if you can afford it, afford it. I know Irrigati, Milkman makes great alternators. I like Milkman alternators. I think that he's one of the oldest. Now you got, of course, other alternator makers come out and say they're better than this and this, that, and another. Same thing they do with these subwoofers. Exact same thing. You got the liquid and some influence. Somebody can come out and test alternators. I'm pretty sure you'll find that on YouTube. Who's actually doing what? Who's giving you best and idle. But based on your research and what it costs, I can't answer that question because I don't make alternators. And anybody in the field who don't make alternators to tell you how much it costs, you should look at them sideways like, oh, that's crazy. Ain't the do you make alternators? Yes, how should you know how much it costs? That's when you hear people say on this channel, I tell all my subscribers the same thing. Man, what's they charging too much? Can you make one? If you can't make one, how you gonna tell me charging more what he doing? But what's they charge this was why did he make him charge? You don't know what that man got into. Some of this stuff y'all buying is do just you base it. Well, I don't know. One dude said today, man, man, what? Oh, man, I can't even get out of my mind. Can't get out of my mind. Forgot it just that quick. But you can't base what because they got 6 dams out there that cost $140. Then this one's overpriced. How you figure that? How you figure that? How you figure that? Because of all of them cost the same thing. If that's the case, why y'all paying all this money for these Fords? They got 4-wheelers and beds like a Ram and the Silverado. They ain't overpriced, is they? So you can't say nothing. What you think? You got to just find out and do your research, figure out what the best solution for you and roll with it. I'm not. That's when. Let me tell you something else, bro. People call me, what you think? I just put my answer. I ain't in that business to do that. I already told y'all what I think about it. There was something. Was pick one. You're a grown man. Pick one. Pick one. It's your money. I'm not finna buy the sub. You finna buy the sub. You sure ain't finna tell me how much cost my box. No sub. I ain't got no problem. No the box bill what they charge for their box. I know I actually got some box bills out of my brother. That people say, man, one guy took me, man, I bought this box. He said he gonna build a cheap $200 cheaper what you said. That's what we talking about. He said, man, this box sound like God. I said, now you gotta add the price of that box and my box because I ain't finna give you a discount because you know that ain't finna happen. Everybody pay what they think something worth. And I don't argue with another man when he thinks something worth. That's on him. I ain't built that man. I'm building me. Use that, man. It'll serve you well in life. On everything. On everything. If you don't think it ain't worth that, don't buy it. It's your money. It's in your pocket. My old Seals 5. And the reason why I say that, bro, is I'm going to tell you something. Don't nobody dictate to me what I'm putting on this channel. There's a lot of stuff. I ain't going to never hit this channel. But I don't care. It's garbage. Let him be honest. I don't care who do it. You watch it over there. That's what you need to watch it over here for. What you watching over there? Well, what's your opinion of it? I ain't got no opinion on it. That's why I ain't hit the channel. Fact, not fiction. My old school 5Q and bebop. My little brother and his friends heard me 5 blocks away bumping that $2 million in the trunk. Juicy Bot, if you can't wait for a holiday sale, I got an $800 alternator for $500. It's 307 amp. Oh, he said you can't wait for a holiday sale. Ed Juicy Box. I don't mess with you. I know you're gonna come back and say something slick down in the comment. I don't care, man. I mess with you first, so it's all good. How many of those 6.5 B2 will fit in a 17.4 F50 with no seat lift? Oh. And y'all, thank y'all for sewing into me. Even when y'all thought I ain't just agreeing with you, but you know, MB just tell you the truth, man. Y'all want to be. I ain't here to make everybody happy. I am gonna tell you the truth. What I think about stuff. If you ask. I say that because Kenny, if you like fourth door, you like fourth door. Remember, everybody has the music differently. Just because I ain't doing something, don't mean it's wrong. I don't like sealed boxes. Some people like sealed sound. I sell people boxes for sealed sound. I just don't build fourth door. Because I'm not good at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not good at it. So, without seat lift, ported 4, 5 kind of pushing it. 4 for sure. No more different than the other. 4 for sure. Sealed. And it does have the seal recommendation. Six up. Oh, TC, watch the seal, boy. Don't be on the channel talking about nobody else's box. That's dangerous. That's one. Don't be on my channel talking about somebody else's box. Go on their channel talk about their box. Watch the seal. That's one. Hey, thanks for sewing into me, Kenneth. I appreciate that. I didn't answer that question. I don't build fourth order, so that ends that conversation there. What do you think about dial sound amps? Probably price point. That's all I can say. I don't know if they sound good or don't sound good. People saying they fail. Everything got a failure rate. I don't know the failure rate, so I can't say, oh, they all garbage. I don't know the failure rate. You have to ask somebody who has information on the failure rate to justify. Well, I heard they say they fail all the time. They say, I wonder what they say live at. That could be just one person. Some people hear 2 people complain about something, and then it's they say. Yes, they need to be about 3 to 5 or more, and then it's all in relation to how many they sold. So personally, I won't run one. Just I looked at it, I don't see the damage that I like it. I wouldn't run one. But other than that, I ain't got no opinion on it because I haven't run one. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. Because I'd be lying. You ain't ran one, man. So how do you know what it is? Fact. I bet colorful. I see a lot of people saying upgrade the big three. Any truth and benefits? Obvious, yeah. That is you increase the more current going through the wire. So your electrical, so your amplifier won't starve, possibly clip your signal and kill your subs or fry itself because it can't get the current into it. That's man, big three. That's they don't see talking that. Do it. You ain't done it. Do it. No way to not electrical. All this is electrical. You see that whoopper sitting next to the other one? It's not power. It's doing what? Absolutely nothing. All we doing is messing with electricity. Ain't no subwoofer loud without power. We'll never forget that. What's this? Only people that can afford it say crazy stuff like overpriced. Just say I can't afford it. So man, thank you, X5. Man, thank you. That's the installer right there. Just say at this time, man, I can't afford it. Cause you and I both know as soon as you hit the lottery, you're gonna buy you a Chevy Mustang. I am. I'm gonna buy me a Hellcat wide body. I am. I'm gonna buy me a Seat Vet. I'm gonna give me the Denali 3500 on 26s, 28s dropped and lowered. I'm gonna lift up my mega cab, put that on 35, put that on 35 with 18-inch seat lift. I'm gonna buy me an F450, put that boys on some 32. Why you ain't gonna do all that? You right. I'm gonna do all that. Hey, a lot of y'all, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna buy a house real big. I'm buying all the expensive stuff that I could never afford, the best of the best. It is what it is. I don't believe in hate, man. I don't believe in hate. Just say you gotta save up for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong. So you gonna get chocolate here. This one dude said, man, what did guy say? Lost my chain of thought on that too. Yeah, don't let nobody dictate. Anytime somebody tell you something they hate because of the price, they just don't want you to buy it before they do. Prove me I'm wrong. How many times you figure out thought out in life? They don't want you to buy it before they do. Bad that fish. That's right. Saving a bunch of money gives people a feeling of losing the satisfaction. It's spoken mirror. Man, you killing it today, man. Tell them what time it is. Because you keep buying this stuff thinking you're going to find a unicorn. And then when you buy these $180 eights, and then you run up on one of them King eights, you realize, man, he sounds like he paid $1,000 for his eight. He sounds like he paid $600 for 2.5, and you paid $89 for yours. He sound like it though. Y'all think, oh no, man, I got this box built over here, 3 Scar BD8s. He told me to bring the meat out. He heard my truck already and said, oh man, I ain't doing that. It's live. He's supposed to come back with the truck with some Scar IX. He got some Scar IX 8s. In some box he had somebody build them. And I said, yeah, you heard the truck. He said, yeah, just bring the meter, man. You ain't gonna believe it. I don't. He ain't saying it's louder than 25.8, but he's saying it's close. I said, oh, nah, bro, it's not impossible. It's impossible. You ain't got no motor force. You ain't got nowhere near the motor force necessary. One of them 25.8s will crush them VD8. One. And they got more cone there. It's just fact. It's just fact. So it is what it is, man. And by the time you keep buying this stuff to save money, when you add up everything you do to get to the chocolate, you done spend more money than you just went and bought the chocolate from the get-go. It always works like that. What's some good SQL subs? Hey man, also was SQL sub. What? Yeah, all of it. Playing within the power band and limit, all of it. Sound quality. Who gets to decide what sound quality is? Who the ultimate sound quality judge? You. Playing within this pass band, it probably sound excellent. 30 hertz is 30 hertz. Whether you pay $10 for the sub or $1,000. Quote, Josh Lang, owner of DD. He said that. Yes, he told me that. 30 hertz, whether you pay $10 for it or $1,000. Say it to again. 30 hertz is 30 hertz. Whether you pay $10 for the subwoofer or 1,000. Oh, Josh Langford. So, but he said, so yeah, the output, the longevity, and the ability to play longer. How long can they play at that output? That's what you're paying for when you pay for the $1,000. But 30 hertz is 30 hertz. It's 30 times a second, whether you pay $10 for it or 1,000. That's why I mess with DD. People I be talking to, they be schooling MBD. You on the right track. I'm gonna give you little pointers too, so you know what to look for as you help promote our brand. But we value your opinion because finally got somebody telling people the truth out here. Yeah. And so y'all stop buying the same silver no over again. So you stop buying all these versions with the same. You know, every time DD come out with a different version or something, it don't look like the blast version. Have y'all realized that? B2 Audio changed the bass from that 6.5. You see it don't look nothing like the old one did. Looks substantially different. When he left the HNX XM8 and he went to the Rampage, it looked totally different. All the brands they changed it, don't you? They changed it. The DB drive came out of G7, looked nothing like the rest of them open source baskets 8s. And then they said, you're right, MB, we're going to change them baskets too. We're going to separate ourselves. We actually giving you something. And you can see it. You buy certain brands, and I ain't going to hurt them, but you buy certain brands that open source baskets, it's the same. It ain't too much different. Fact what it is. Somebody say what's my favorite swim one. What's your favorite DSP crossover audio control episode and go with clean dynamic tuning? I ain't got a favorite DSP. I don't even run one. I don't even run DSP. I just use my head unit. They got time alignment and crossover for my Stinger High 10. Next time I'm gonna get me a radio is gonna be that Alpine, but I ain't got no favorite DSP. Don't run one. Oh, that's a good question. What's the cutout on that 6.5? The motor looks bigger than the sub itself. Can't wait to see a video on your reaction when you put them in an MBEnclosure. Fact, the cutout is actually the motor is 6 1/4. He wants you to make the cutout 6.3. The motor is 6 1/4. So I'm gonna make it 6 1/4. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. It's a trick that box builders know. Whenever the motor is the same size as the cutout, you need to have both teeth. It's something you can do to the cutout. And it'll drop right in there. Put the speaker while I connect. I'm gonna show make his own. I told Jay I'll make his own standalone video because it does have a very massive motor, and I think that's the only thing. Once I show this trick, then everybody gonna be, hey man, I get it, I know what to do. But on version 2 of this, I just want to make the basket bigger. So I don't know what he's doing now. I knew this was coming. I told y'all this last year. And it's massive. It is massive. Well, look at that boy. Why, too, ain't nobody said nothing about they can hear playing. I got you, TC. I just had to let you know because I know you've been rocking with me for a long time. So I had to let you know. Be careful. Don't talk about nobody else's box. We don't talk negative about other people's box. We also don't talk about other people's box. I know you just slipped you. I catch you good though. I catch you. You be here for the most part to help. I look forward to doing business with you, brother. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying, baby. What is new B2 step in the ring with the 1506? I gotta hear it. Y'all know the 1506 set the bar at 140 already. So gotta hear it. We gotta see. Somebody said, man, the 15 somebody said you compare that against that other sub, it's only 400 watts. Yeah, you right. Got a point there. I was just having fun. I thought it was funny because I don't have a 1506 on hand. We don't really do a comparison test like that because the DD 1506 still got more cone there. It actually it does have more cone there. The basket here is not slightly. It's just you got to cut out that motor. But the it gives you a lot of cone area because he's using that tall U-shaped surround. He didn't skimp out on that. What he gave with the 1506, I mean with the Rampage, is he gave you a lot more X-Max, a lot more windings inside the gap throughout the stroke. I think the DD is 11 millimeters or 12 millimeters. That might be 12 millimeters. Let's look and see. And that is my top dog. Ain't no lie. That's my top dog. Now, if he get to a 140, then he want to adopt. I don't put my brands I carry. I don't put them against each other. I just let them set the staple, and then the next one has to set the bar. The DD 1506 is already set the staple of 140 with just 4 on 2500 watts. So he's gonna have to do it. Even though he's rated for considerably more power, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to hit that 140 as well. If I don't do it on this power, it justifies me increasing the power. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it on this power. I'm pretty good with these box support area. I'm just blew my own horn. But what he worked on, because I talked to him, I think it was yesterday, and we was talking about he wanted to give you more windings inside the gap. So the X Max for the DD 1506A is 10 millimeters, and it plays now. Y'all seen that? What it played on at 30 hertz, 140, 140, 30 hertz. We already seen what this boy do the 8. So I ain't thinking Jay gonna slouch, man. I think Jay gonna hit that 140. I really am on 2500 watts because that's what I'm gonna push him toward, so that you don't have to. I mean, 250 watt amp, 250 amp draw. I'm not trying to push it out of system. Now it's 1,000 watts. Basically, put two of them. You can look and tell. That voice cord is the same voice cords on that Rampage. So all we worrying about is how can it cool? Can it cool the voice cord with that membrane up top? That's the only thing we stand worried about, concerned with. All the other features are the same. The only thing that's changed is the size of the membrane above the voice cord throughout it, because that's what's gonna keep it cool. But he used that SAF basket. It's easy. You can pretty much test. It's easily gonna take that and exceed that. I mean, look. Okay, he made the arms on the basket longer. I wish he'd have made them farther out. He showed me that, and I see that. Okay. Also, if you look at the height of the motor, that joke is the same height as a full size 8. I'm gonna show y'all that. So the core has plenty of room to do its travel. Plenty of room to do its travel. So with 15 mils of X Max, I'm like, do we have 52 like in X mechanical? Because the 1506 has, and I'm just using that. They're not competing against each other. Just the X Max on the 1506 is 4 times, almost 5 times greater than what the X Max is. What's the X Max? What's the X mechanical on this boy? With that much motor mass, and then with that much motor mass as well, we can dissipate heat. It's got a lot of surface area, so I'm gauging it's gonna do quite well, and probably can do even more if you apply more power. But I'm just testing on the 2500 watt amp. I think it's quiet. y'all been playing. Y'all see them. So I'm gonna stop right here. For everybody watch this video, I want y'all to know he been playing this whoop for 1 hour. on that app. Non-clipping it either. Just letting it stroke and move. Let me stop it for a minute and end this video and let y'all see something. Let's see. Oh, a little stiff. And it's in that paperclip game. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all be blessed, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Peace.